Just thought I'd do a quick discussion about hearing protection. I mean, everyone should have a good set of ears when shooting. I mean, if you don't want to go deaf by the time you're 40, then wear hearing protection, all right? Well, I have 4 different types of hearing protection out here. The normal foam plugs, these corded silicone plugs, normal earmuffs, and then electronic. When you're looking at your hearing protection options, you got to keep in mind what you're going to be using it for. The foams are good because if you get quality foam ones, not the kind you get from Home Depot, those are not meant for shooting. They have a lower decibel rating, so spend proper money and get these kind that are actually shooting ones. These rank in at 32 decibel reduction. I personally have trouble with these foam plugs. They tend not to want to stay in. Even when you do the roll technique, they fall out for me. That's just me, but these are good if you're going to be just going to the range, put them in, forget about them. But if you're going to be taking them off, putting them in, taking them off, they do not bounce back an unlimited amount of times. Eventually they clog up and they stop expanding. So they're good, but they're limited. Now these are Winchester, as you can see, but you'll see them under any name, Browning, store brands, any of them. These things are terrible. They're rated to 25 decibels, but I've tried to get these in my ears every which way, and they do not do sound one bit for me. They don't create a seal. Other people have tried them. They have the same problem. I mean, if you use them and have success with them, good for you, but I personally dislike these things. They're cheap. I mean, they're like $2, so it's a good option if you want to try them out. They're way more reusable than these foam plugs. You just wipe them off and they're good to go, but like I said, I have no luck with them. Then we have just normal earmuffs. These particular earmuffs, I couldn't find the exact model anymore. These are Gander Mountain brand. I got these on sale for like $7 because they were in an opened container, so it was marked off. These, they're okay. I mean, if you are going to get just normal earmuffs, stay away from the store brands and Browning and Winchester because they are all the same. Basically, it's just foam that's been packed into the earmuff. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just foam that they packed in, and there's your hearing protection. These, I think, are anywhere between 25 and 30 dB, so the decibel rating is good, but they are on the cheap side, especially for the money you're going to spend. You're going to spend like $20 on a pair of these. I mean, they're plastic, so if you're going to be continually taking off, putting back on, you probably will experience breakage. Now, here comes my personal favorite, electronic hearing. These are the Caldwell. I believe these are their low version electronic ear mounts. You lose 2 decibels with the slimmer ones versus the bigger ones. These are 23, whereas the larger ones are 25. But for shooting, these things are they work. I mean, they stop enough sound. They're very quick to activate. You can still talk to people on the range, hear what's going around. So these are my personal favorite. If you're going to spend it, these are low-end electronic, by the way. These were like $25 on like Amazon. They're probably cheaper now. I got these a couple of years ago, and they have held up. Again, they are kind of plasticky and cheapy, but they've held up. I know that the big favorite one out there right now is the Impact Sports one. I see everybody wearing those, and they are really nice. They look to be nice. I've seen them online and at stores, and they appear well built. They're like $60, so you're going to be spending a little bit more. So it comes down to how much you're willing to spend, what kind of quality you're going to get it. But I would say overall, these are probably most people's best option. You don't have to keep taking them off. That's the worst. I mean, when you have plugs, they can become annoying because especially if you're trying to hear people, or just if you wear them for a really long time. I don't know about you guys, but for me, my ears become very sore and somewhat swollen from wearing these for prolonged time. So those are your options basically out there. I mean, they do have custom silicone kits you can order, and you can mold it to your ear. I've never tried them. I think they're about 25 dB rating. I think that's where they fall. I mean, if that's your thing, if you have really wonky ears, that might be an option, but I like these. And these do not interfere with rifles. If that's what you're thinking, these will not interfere with rifles. They're small enough. These tend to, because they're so thick. So, like I said, a big supporter of the Caldwell brand electronic earmuffs.